Good morning. I am Jan Jorgensen here in the Zoom room, reporting in for the Be the Light weekly meditation. I welcome the beings, the beautiful, delightful divine beings that are here, who are light beings, and we are walking together continually to remember to be informed with our life decisions and thoughts that we came here as transitional agents for a new way of being on earth. And of course, we're stuck between the old world and the new world. And it's taking a lot of fortitude, it's taking a lot of courage. And even more than that, it's taking pounds and pounds, tons of hope. And we have to continually inspire ourselves as we are in the grist of the dissolving, disintegrating, as it must, misaligned social systems, but the very social systems that support us, give us resources that we are intertwined with for commerce, for our work, to have sustainability ourselves. So there's not much to calm ourselves other than going inward and accessing the timeless truth and the remembrance that you're a visitor here and you came uh, being born, taking that pill of forgetting and growing up and having little glimpses of, wow, your body knew that you left a very safe, divine expanded space in heaven, especially as a child, and then you got trained, you got indoctrinated. And of course, there's no perfectly defined operations manual for your step-by-step spiritual awakening of remembering where you came from and why and what your mission statement is, which is essentially, drumroll, to bring the vibration of heaven here on earth through you and to let it glow and grow. And actually, you are allowing the all that is quite deteriorating and decaying to be lifted up and reorganized through your higher coherent vibrational field. So that's why we always focus on starting our meditation with creating the sacred space geometric and removing everything from the past and becoming free and whole so that we can access the true information untainted by even our own memory, our mind, and our logic. This is not a process of logic, it is the process of coherent, absolute truth, rendering, and discernment. And it's slightly different for each of us because we walk a different path, we wear different glasses. So today's topic, I'm sensing and feeling, is going to absolutely hit some trigger points for us because this is the topic. We have worked so hard, and I know many of you, we're tired, and we're hitting, I don't want to say walls, but we're hitting certain platforms of, okay, I know a lot, I understand a lot, I'm accessing spirit, but I feel like there is something more. There is something bigger, and we just don't feel quite fully utilized or awake or able to manage the time-space continuum magically enough that we know we're capable of. So I'm going to make an invitation to invite all of us to be at peace with this platform that we are held at in this moment. Often we take huge leaps, we're on a jet stream, a trajectory, but right now it feels, after COVID, this splash of energy, of more expansion out into the world, there is a sense of journey fatigue. There is a sense of, what do I do next? Because I have used all my tools. I've listened to all the Zooms. I've listened to all the new thought leaders. And am I not hearing Spirit strong enough? Is there something I'm not doing? So today, let's imagine that it's not your fault. This whole big divine timing is like a Swiss watch, and it moves and it is synchronized, and things can only happen in a domino effect. So perhaps you are moving ahead and you are the leader and you're at the beginning of the V, and you're now taking a breath and waiting for the beings, the community, those that you contracted to serve, that you are holding this resonance for, need to catch up. So take a breath and appreciate and congratulate yourself for all the work that you've done, and a lot of suffering and self-refining and self-acknowledgement of how much we have referenced ourselves in the old fear-based reality. And it doesn't do us much good to then reference and to reside in a higher dimension that isn't quite real here at all. So today's meditation is about looking at things in a mature, grown-up way and saying, maybe the train of my path is slowed down, and let yourself reside at the train station of repose, of reflection, of appreciation and acknowledgement for how much this inner group, this inner circle has progressed, how much you have grown and how much we know, and knowing that this inner circle, this tribe of people bringing more light, will need to witness more disintegration, misalignment, decomposing. This is part of it. So there's sadness, there's grief, there's anticipatory sadness of the more changes that must come. So in our human form, with our emotional bodies, our physical bodies, taking in all of this light and having these challenges, it's huge. So today, let's create an okayness with being in this in-between state, if you choose, and if this is where you in fact are. Let's imagine that we are reclining in this platform. So that's what the meditation is going to be about. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. Begin to release your thoughts. I just do a lot of talking for the acknowledgement of potential truths that this information aligns with, so that you can trust and drop in and let go. We begin this process with another deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. We ask and intend to set a sacred space. We imagine that we are placing each of our energy fields in a beautiful geometric structure. It is an octahedron that fits in perfectly with the all that is, but you are not enmeshed or mushed up with the all that is. You are a sovereign, separate being residing in your sacred geometric space. You are in complete command and in charge of this space. In fact, it's all you really have ultimate control over. We command that everyone else's energy now be removed from our space, even our loved ones, even our own thoughts. We are choosing to empty out and to come to the 0 point where we can observe, witness, whatever we choose with a sense of neutrality and calm and peace. So notice how there is a greater spaciousness within your being, and let all the din, the chaos, the everything else be outside. So imagine that you are in this space and you are witnessing the timeline of your spiritual awakening, and you are observing the spiritual awakening of the other beings around you in your inner circle, so to speak. Loved ones, comrades, fellow artists, sometimes a biological relative. Keep them outside of your space. Energetically, you're just imagining and clocking in all the changes that they have made in their spiritual knowing and awakening and increasing awareness. And notice how wonderful that has felt to not be alone in this process. To know that there are other beings moving through and struggling and emerging in varying degrees and states of their own light body. And now take your attention back to yourself and let's scan our own bodies from the top of our head, through our head, through your neck with a fine-tooth comb. And we are simply detangling all of our sense of confusion about this process of awakening, all of our angst, guilt, shame about the timing of our awakening process, any fear or dread about outcomes that are less than positive. We are removing all of this, all of these unconscious and conscious little bombs, little thought bombs, out of our energetic field now. Letting yourself be clear and calm about who you really are, why you are here, and most of all, how quick it is happening, or how in your linear mind, how fast it's supposed to happen. So on this platform, let's give yourself a recliner chair, okay? Relax, let go. This beloved community of fellow awakening kinship, kindred spirits, allow them to have their recliner chairs. Let's all take a breath. There is a divine timing for everything. There is no need to add emotional layers of judgment and distress. simply by being in this call shows your willingness to show up and take the next steps. So now feel beyond your beloved circle and kinship spirit beings. Feel the outside world, so chaotic, so deteriorating, and colors muting and just misaligned, mistruths, miscreations. All of it, so many ways that man has misaligned into inhumane, non-sustainable ways. So take a deep breath and recognize that you are within this milieu, and recognize you always have the ability to pull it all out of your immediate energetic field, and to allow and support your fellow inner circle kindred spirit friends to just sometimes relax and to just enjoy the moment of creating through art, through food, through fellowship, and to let go of your foot off the gas pedal. Now, why is this beneficial? Because you are allowing the natural timing of things to flow. You are awake and aware and listening to Spirit for the next step and for the next prompt. You are not accessing what is relevant from the outside world, the media, the tired ways of trying to get ahead and do things, all the musts. You are restoring yourself to a more simple, calmer, finely tuned divine being, to the overall general plan. And you're allowing yourself to look backwards and to look forwards with a new sense of calm and right timing and right place. Sometimes we need a whole year to reorient ourselves. Sometimes there's something on our timeline that was in disarray, and we are choosing the present time to correct. So take a deep breath and know that Spirit will show you and bring to you. There's nothing you are missing. Spirit will bring to you that which is right for you to work with in the right timing, and you will have the right tools. So there is nothing to worry about. In this moment, we are calling in all of the divine beings that oversee each of our paths into our present space. We are opening our crown chakra, and we are allowing the grace, the energy, the picture of all that is. We're just all preparing ourselves the last 15 minutes for this. We're allowing that we see with the eyes of the Creator the fulmigation, the transitional, the tsunami of change on earth in its perfected transitional flow. So we ask and intend that this information now be streamed down from the Creator's heart and eyes down into our crown chakra, and that these vibrational messages helping you realign and reestablish a perfected sense of divine timing, graceful support for all that is coming your way, and also for your beloveds and team and for the planet, no matter what it looks like with our old way of thinking. It is all a perfected redefining of all that is. It's a new recipe, a new frequency formula on Earth that is present now and capable of whipping up even higher vibrations into the masses through you in the right timing. So when you are frothing up, imagine making a cake and frothing up egg whites. Sometimes we use the fancy KitchenAid with the beaters on high, and sometimes we would use a handheld beater. And sometimes we let it rest so that the next stage of yeast or leavening or rising can occur. So if you are in the stage of letting this level of energy rise and congeal and be formed, know that that is good, and you are still in complete service, and to not feel that you are not enough or not doing enough. So take a deep breath as this energy moves down and it informs your eyes so that you have eyes to see the truth, and into your ears that you can hear the all that is, into your throat that you can speak your truth, and even tell people, I'm taking a break from, fill in the blank, social media, television, talking. Try just not talking for a week. Taking a break from my own thoughts. Take a vacation. Relax. Just hold this space in your heart. As this energy comes into your heart, let it release any tension. We go even deeper now into the layers of our stomach, the fear of the unknown. If we are receiving the knowing and vibration of Source, we do know. Let yourself know what can be known. And know that the veil will be pulled back for you personally in every step in the right timing for what you need to know for the next step. So now down into our base chakra, we ask and intend that we feel grounded, safe, and secure in this physical vessel of downloading extremely high frequencies into this body. It's nothing that's ever been done before on this planet in this way, with this number of people, in this milieu of complete chaos. So it's exciting. It's very promising. And know that the outcomes are being overseen by many, many, many layers of invisible, very high conscious, spiritual adept beings, masters, the saints, the Christ, the Buddhas, the Magdalens, the Kuan Yins, the Metatrons, the Melchizedeks. There are so many divine beings working with and through us Success is assured. The success that is coming is so brilliant and so impossible to wrap around with our present thinking that, of course, it's a few steps away, a few veils away. There is such magnificent celebration coming. Implant this vibration into your heart. And in this moment, we breathe a moment of spaciousness and repose and non-doing. Just being. Just hold that energetic profile. Beautiful. Okay? Lock it into place, almost like a jigsaw puzzle. Lock this sense of trust, spaciousness, grace moving forward. I've got this. Excellent. Okay, so all of these building blocks, puzzle pieces are now put together and formed. They're integrating within our sensory, emotional, neurological system. And in just a moment, we will come back and bring a close to this part of the meditation, and I will press stop, and then we can have a little community discussion. So just take another deep breath and go ahead and put a beautiful golden resilient egg around your entire body so that these energies can be settled in powerfully. Excellent. Okay, so we're finished with this portion of the meditation. I am Jan Jorgensen at soundandlighthealingarts.com, presently on location at Ashland Springs Hotel in this beautiful penthouse. I'm happy to say it's a good repose place for today en route to Lake Tahoe. Soundandlighthealingarts.com. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so let's see. I must have already, recording, there we go.